Hey everyone, this is Sean here bringing you another how-to video. Today we're going to work on a 2020 Kawasaki KLX 300R. This video should also apply for the KLX 300 Dual Sport and also the 300 SM for Supermoto model. I happen to have the R1 that's mainly for trail riding, off-road riding, and specifically I'm going to be tackling a clutch lever. We're going to be replacing the clutch lever here. I just wrapped up the brake lever install. I've got another video for that one. Very, very easy process for the brake side. Clutch is pretty easy too. A little bit more steps involved, but straightforward. First thing you're going to want to do is pull back this rubber cover. This helps keep water from your clutch line, specifically that cable. It keeps it protected and makes sure that it stays adjusted where it's at. So what we're going to do is pull this back and get it out of the way as best you can. And then the next step is we're going to take an 8mm socket or wrench and we're going to loosen this up. At the same time, you're going to have to loosen the bottom, and there's a 10mm nut on the backside of this bolt here. So anyway, that's the first step. Let's loosen this guy up. Alrighty, so once we get that out, that's your hardware. You got the nut and then that bolt with that sleeve on it. So now we go back to the lever side, and this should pull out now that we've got that bolt undone. And so you see the clutch cable there. We're going to read it or feed it through that little slot, and then I'm going to use two hands probably, but if you come underneath, you can see on the bottom there is that little channel that the tip of the clutch cable fits in, and we're going to just simply slide that out, and then we can remove our clutch cable. Now, if you're finding that that cable is super tight, not giving you enough slack to even get to this point, it means that you probably adjusted this too far out, and you need to give your clutch cable a little more slack. So you'll have to turn that in to give yourself some more cable. So anyway, just keep that in mind. In my case, I think I can pull this out here in a second without having to adjust the clutch cable at this time. Alrighty, so I was able to get the cable out from under that little sleeve, and I'll show you on the back side of this lever what that little channel actually looks like there. So you just need to pop that guy out. Now you can see all of the dirt and grime. So next step we're going to do is we're going to clean all of that up. If you were simply replacing a lever, just trying to get a better feel, you could clean that up, throw some grease on it, and throw it back on. But instead, we're going to go here to the bike, and all of that dirt and debris, if I can get my camera to focus, we're going to clean all that up. All it does is cause friction, which can reduce that feel when pulling your clutch lever in. So we're going to do that. We're going to clean everything up, make sure it's ready to go, and then we're going to take this black lever, the new one, and we're going to slide that in there and essentially fit it into the same channel on the back side. And once we do that, then we can go with the reassembly process, fit the pin inside, and then screw on that nut on the back, and we should be in good shape. We'll test it out, see how the clutch lever feels, and make any adjustments if we need to. Alrighty, everybody, we got this thing installed, and so far so good. Looks great. Got a nice little KLX logo in there, and seems to be feeling and operating like it should. So one thing I want to note is the main purpose for me replacing the stock lever, it wasn't broken or bent, but instead this one is fully adjustable in the sense that you can change the lever, the distance from the bars with these adjusters here. You would just, if you wanted to say extend that out, you'd loosen this top nut, and then you would take this second one and be able to pull that bolt out and make it longer, which would then extend it from the bars, and then tighten that top one and basically tighten them back up. Otherwise, the other thing is, again, it's folding. So when you go down, which it's inevitable, right? You're going to go down. It's just a matter of when. And if you do and that thing doesn't fold like this, it's likely going to bend or break. So that's what the main reason for me to replace the stock levers, and I'll keep those as spares. Maybe I do go down and just catches this one right, breaks it off. Now I've got a spare in the toolbox and it won't ruin my weekend. Again, this is for a 2020 KLX 300R. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. Otherwise, please like and subscribe for more how-to videos. Thanks, everybody.